Hey everybody, welcome back to the vlog. Right now, you're just stuck with me. Bogdan's out working on another project right now that we're trying to get a lot of stuff done before we go off to Mexico. So we've only got a day left for that. So there's a lot of things that still have to happen. We need to get things organized, but we didn't want to not have a vlog today. So you're probably stuck with me for most of this content. Hi, I'm John, and this is Bogdan. Join us on our journey as we figure out how to earn a living as artists, introduce you to those we meet, and share what we learn along the way. One of the things I want to talk about is Mexico. As you probably know, we're headed off to Mexico City for the FAIN, F-A-I-N, which is the Feria de Arte Independiente, the I and the N are all part of that. So anyway, it's a group out of Argentina that does these exhibitions, and they've done them around Central and South America, and they've brought them to Mexico, I think a couple of years ago, Mexico City, 2 years ago last year. This year they expanded to also Monterrey and Guadalajara. Bogdan was fortunate enough to be accepted for Guadalajara, and we went there and had a lovely time at that show. Met lots and lots of people, really constituents that we never would have met. Potential collectors. We actually did get a collector there. So we made lots of contacts, and I think it was well worth it. Well, thank goodness, and congratulations to Bogdan. He also got accepted into the show in Mexico City. And that show will take place Thanksgiving weekend. Oddly enough, it's not Thanksgiving for them, so that wasn't a big deal for them. So we'll be flying to Mexico City. We will be doing this fair for 4 days, and well, it's 3 days, but we have to set up. And it's great. It'll be great. We'll have 8 hours a day that we just open to the public, talking about Bogdan's art, meeting people, taking names, handing out cards, just really doing a lot of networking, as well as hopefully selling some art. So that's coming up and will be a big deal for us, I think. One of the things we've noticed, let's see. Last week was the second Saturday of the month. I was at the Zine Fest. Bogdan had a great day. I think he made quite a bit of money in one day because collectors came by. And so we were all excited. Okay, this is the shopping season. People are getting out. Yesterday was our third Saturday. Beautiful day. And we had almost no one. There were people milling around. There was also an antique show in the same building, and we think a lot of the people were actually just kind of run off from the antique show. But no sales, nothing. Not even a gee, can I go home and ask my wife? Nothing like that. So lovely people, handed out a couple of cards, but we're realizing that it may just be that the studio where we're housed is just never going to get the same kind of traffic it used to get. Things have changed. The neighborhood has changed. There's so much going on in that place that people get discouraged because there's not adequate parking. And there used to be loads of parking. So it's changing. And it may well be that we just need to shift our business in such a way that we're not dependent upon foot traffic for that kind of, to pay our bills and to pay for the studios. So we're pivoting. And I know everybody has to do that, particularly during the pandemic. There's a whole lot of pivoting going on. But we're in the process of doing that now too. And one of the things we're convinced of by watching people like John Ross Palmer here in town and just the other things we've observed, the things we've read, is that really what people are looking for when they come to visit is an experience. Loads of people have lovely art, and hopefully we do too, and people will eventually, people who are looking for lovely art will find us and buy our paintings. That's a very slow, drawn-out process. People are also, though, very much looking for an experience. The reason they would come to us rather than to go just to a gallery is because they get to meet the artist. They get to hang out with the artist, see how they work, get to know them, talk about the pieces that are of interest. And that kind of experience we need to give to people. Now, we were just opening up the doors and letting the people who were interested come in. Again, that's not working as well as it has to. So what we're thinking now is that we're actually going to start creating our own events. So we're thinking once a month, we're going to have our own curated show and reception in, I guess, my studio. We have 2 studios. Mine has the door to the outside. And so really create my studio into a gallery space where we will have monthly exhibitions of Bogdan and my work. And we will be able to have a reception and invite people who are collectors, who we know are interested or who might be interested, and give them a more specialized experience of art rather than just wandering through, countless studios until you get that kind of museum burnout. You can't even see straight after a certain point. So that's our thought. And the first one we're going to do is in December, next month, which is hurling at us. We're at the last week of November. So we're going to set up a display. It's going to be a holiday theme. And we're going to call the event You'll Do. I think it's hilarious. I love it. Bogdan, I can't really express to Bogdan because English isn't his first language how funny that sounds, but You'll Do. I think it's a great title. So it's going to be a holiday theme, and we're going to completely gut my studio, clear the walls in my studio, and we're going to curate a collection of our artwork for the month of December. Then on December 17th, we'll have the actual reception of You'll Do with, wine and nibbles and music and things like that. So it's a very, very ambitious undertaking. But if you've watched any of our videos, you know that we just kind of jump in feet first. It doesn't frighten us terribly to strike out and do something hard. So exciting news because I think it will give us an edge. It will also allow us to, if nothing else, just deepen friendships and relationships with collectors and interested people. And hopefully ratchet up a bit, because right now we have so much inventory in our studios that it's kind of hard to see. It's like walking into, into a pawn shop or something where there's just so much stuff that you miss things, or an antique shop. And so we're thinking, okay, we're going to cut down, which means people won't have as much inventory to look at, but it will be curated and hopefully presented in a way that is more interesting and more absorbable when you come in for a visit. So anyway, that's our big plan, and I hope it goes well. We will be rushing to get it all started once we get back from Mexico, but exciting times. It's better than being bored, right? So that's where we are. I just wanted to catch you up on that aspect of what's going on in the business. You know, while we're talking, I just thought I would share too that we just finished a pretty big project at the studios. I'm on the exhibition committee, and we're kind of trying out some new ways of doing exhibitions. And we just put together a one-day show, a pop-up show, and we aired it yesterday. And we did this immense amount of work for this one-day show. But I got to tell you, it looked great. I was very, very pleased with the participation of the other artists, and just the way it looked. It was a very, very well done show. We're going to be doing a lot more of those. We have one pretty much right after we get back from Mexico. I have about a week to throw that together. And so it'd be very exciting, but we had some really good feedback. It was a lovely day. It was a lovely show. And again, we did all this just for a 24-hour display. Actually, less than 24 hours. I think it was half a day. Anyway, good job on us, and I thought you might want to see some of the images. Great, if you guys like today's content, please give us a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't, and hit that notification bell to let you know when we put out new content. It really does help our channel if you do, and it lets us know what you're thinking. So we would appreciate the feedback. Thanks so much. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, John here, flying solo. I'm going to be here presenting the vlog. Bogdan is off working on a big project, so you're stuck with me. Saddle up because we're going to go on with the show.